I know a lot of people look at Cam Jurgens and what he has done in preseason last year, in a couple of reps last year, and they look, oh, this guy's set. Oh, and he's also a member of Stoutland University. He's good to go. That's fine. But if you really want to be honest, and being honest is you don't know because you haven't seen enough of Cam Jurgens quite yet. To know that he is going to be having some kind of training camp battle with Tyler Steen is interesting to me. Now, I think Cam Jurgens is going to be the starting right guard for this Philadelphia Eagles team. They could play the long game and say, well, Tyler Steen's going to be there for the foreseeable future, so why have Cam Jurgens go from right guard to then play center if Jason Kelce retires at the end of this year? I understand that philosophy. I really understand it both ways. As long as the best possible guy is playing that spot, I want that guy in that spot, and I'm happy with that, whether that's Cam Jurgens or whether that's Tyler Steen. Who I think it will be is Cam Jurgens. But it is a concern for me when he doesn't have a lot of experience at that spot. I know he's gone through walkthroughs, and one of the things Lane Johnson talked about when he was really the one to introduce this battle between Tyler Steen and Cam Jurgens, when they asked him about the right guard spot, he was like, oh, yeah, both these guys. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Both these guys? Steen, this is a real thing? Tyler Steen could be the right guard for this Philadelphia Eagles squad going forward? Like now? It's not just going to be Cam Jurgens just get his feet wet at the NFL level, having to block men? And I was like, okay, well, let's get into this Tyler Steen character. Oh, he's never played guard. Yet the Eagles introduced him as a guard at the draft, which we all know. It is still a concern for me because you're still dealing with an unknown quantity at the guard position. As much as I'd love to say it, as much as I have confidence that anybody you put in there and have him under the tutelage of Jeff Stoutland, that he'll be fine. But Andre Dillard, he went to Stoutland University. It worked out later. He actually filled in serviceably, even at the guard spot. And I know he played that in college, right? He also played tackle, of course. But he had some experience as a guard. And when they moved him into that spot, he was much better in the phone booth than he was out on the island. And even in spots where he did have to fill in on the island in right tackle or left tackle, he filled in, I thought, well, last year. Last year was a good year for Andre Dillard. So he eventually came around. But it wasn't immediate from Stoutland University. This is a starting spot at the guard position that the Eagles need to have success in. This can't be a middle-of-the-road player, and it sure as hell can't be a hole in the offensive line where the Eagles are touted to have like the best offensive line in football. So no weak points, no weak spots. So just knowing that it's going to be somebody new, knowing that it's somebody that is either way is going to have to break in at that spot and break themselves in at that spot, that is a concern.